Hi everyone. Welcome, first of all. It is Jeannie from Creating Babel, also independent designer with Chalk Couture. And tonight I'm on later than usual, and I'm giving myself about a half an hour to do this big project. This is something that I'm going to be giving to my grandson to hang in his room. He doesn't know about it yet, so I don't know if his mom's watching and she can show him or not, but I'm pretty excited about it. First of all, I am using a big board. This is a chalkboard. This is the Grayson board, and it is 18.5 by 24.5. It is big. This is a big board. This is a chalkboard, so it is reusable. This one is not magnetic. However, we have discovered that what I like to do, what I've done with these in the past, is if you want to use a magnet on these, all you have to do is put a magnet on the front and one on the back, and you can see, you know, if you want to put something on it as a magnet, you can, because it'll go, the magnet will go right through. So that's something to know, right? Let me see. I want to see if I could, before anybody comes on, I don't think anybody's on yet. I want to go to the page, and so that I can see comments when anybody does come on. So how's everybody on this fine Tuesday evening? Thanks for joining. If you'll just give me a second so that I could get onto here. Here we go. We are good. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to ask you something. I have a couple of prizes to send out for people sharing previous videos, but what I'm going to do at this point and going forward is I'm looking for engagement from you, my readers. If you could comment, let me know you're here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drawing every time that I have a bunch of comments. I will just randomly choose somebody and send you a little gift from me, probably something to do with Chalk Couture. So if you could please comment, tell me you're here, where you're watching from. I would really appreciate that. Also, in the bottom left corner of your mobile device, there's a share button. If you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends, I would really appreciate that. Hi Casey, how are you? Good. See, I've got a comment. Get your friends in here to comment, and that just helps Facebook recognize that, oh, okay, people are engaging with Jeannie, so let's show her to more people. I would really appreciate that. What I'm going to be working on, this big huge chalkboard, is this design here. This is kind of like, it's Subway art, I guess you would say, and this design is called Be Your Best. And it's just words of encouragement. So I thought I would make this for my grandson, for him to hang in his bedroom. He has some big empty walls. So I thought this is perfect. And I'm just going to do a few, thanks for sharing, Casey. I appreciate that. I'm going to open this up, and I thought it would be fun to do just a few different colors with this. I don't really have a plan in mind. I'm just thinking of like his favorite color, you know, colors that he likes. So the first thing we're going to do is get this out of the package. This is big, so I hope you can see everything. I'm just going to write on the back of this transfer, so I know where it goes when I'm done. And I'm going to work rather quickly because, you know, This Is Us is on at 9 o'clock. I'm Eastern time. I don't know where you are. Okay, so I am going to get this started peeling off of the backing. Now, because this is so big, I am going to fuzz like part of it at a time. I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth out and attack this way. I'm going to lay the fuzzing cloth down and get some fuzz going on the back of this new transfer. And Casey, I know that you have seen Chalk Couture before, but if anybody comes in later that hasn't seen Chalk Couture and I'm wondering what is she doing, this is a transfer. It's like a stencil, only it's adhesive, and it is reusable for at least a dozen times, probably more. It's, like I said, it's like a stencil, only it's made with silk screen. And I don't know, I know there are a lot of you who make your own stencils and that type of thing with Silhouette and Cricut, and I'm here to tell you this is so much better because there's no weeding involved, which is huge. You know, if you've ever done that, and then you do all of that weeding for a stencil, a vinyl stencil that you can use one time. That's kind of a bummer. So this is nice. I am going to put a little bit more fuzz on here with the terry cloth side of this. So I don't make stencils very often anymore. In fact, I couldn't even tell you the last time. So I'm going to put this back up this way and turn it. Because this is so big, I thought, well, this is probably the easiest way to deal with such a big transfer. You could also cut this. I'm sure that some people would cut it to make it easier to deal with, but I'm going to live on the edge and do it all as one piece. Casey, where are you watching from? I'm sure you've told me in the past, but get this good and sticky. Lay this back down. Oops. Look, this is what I didn't want to happen, so I'm going to carefully, it's sticking to itself. Luckily, I have enough fuzz on here that I can easily get this unstuck from itself. This could be a disaster if it didn't have fuzz on it. Working with these big ones is a little trickier. All right, got that straightened out. I'm gonna lay it back down, turn it around. Connecticut. Okay. Awesome. I bet you're ready for spring too, aren't you? All right. I'm going to get a little bit more fuzz on this and then I'm going to get going. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this so that I don't run into problems again with it folding on itself. I'm just going to take it while the top half is released from the backing, the bottom's still attached. I'm going to flip it over and see if I could lay it down this way. And then see if I can do this without removing the wrinkles. And get that up here. Not bad. I'm going to still leave this folded. I can pull this down. Now it looks like I have more extra room at the top. What am I doing? What are you doing now? Okay, so I am using this big Chalk Couture transfer called Be Your Best, and I'm making a big subway sign for my grandson. It's kind of words of encouragement. So that's what I'm doing. Hi, Sandra. How are you? So what I'm trying to do is just get it centered onto my chalkboard because it's sticky. Gonna lift up the top. Get that about centered. I think I'm good up there. I'm happy with that placement. So I'm gonna lift this. There. Excellent. Now I'm smoothing this down and wiping out any wrinkles or bubbles. There's a bubble there. Lift this and get that bubble out. Sorry for the close-up. All right, got all the, now, what, I'm just gonna go over it just to make sure, like going out from the middle to pull out any bubbles and wrinkles. Okay, let's get started. So I am gonna start with, I'm gonna use white also. So I'm gonna start with blue. And this is called Forget Me Not. And this consistency seems a little thick, so I'm just going to squirt a little bit of water in here. Stir it up till it's like a chalk paste consistency. Why do you have to put fuzz on sticky back? Okay, because it's a new transfer and I've not used it before, so it is super duper sticky on the back. So the fuzz just softens that stick a little bit so that it's easier to remove when I'm done. Otherwise, if you leave it that sticky, you'll be able to remove it, but the edges will curl. You'll really have to work at it to get it off. So it lengthens the life of your transfer if you put fuzz on the back, if you're going on a non-porous surface like this chalkboard. Especially glass, especially metal, or even stickier than a chalkboard. So that's why it's important to put fuzz on the back on a non-porous surface. Now, if I was going on fabric, if I was putting this on a banner or a big pillow, then I wouldn't have to put any fuzz on the back because it releases from fabric a lot easier. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, Teresa. All right, now I'm going to get going with the blue. And I'll do strength. So I do is get some chalk paste on my squeegee and smooth it out over the open areas of the design. Since this chalk paste goes on wet, dries hard. Once it's dry, it's not smudgeable, but it is removable with water. That's important to keep in mind. And now, because it is chalk paste and dries pretty quickly, I am going to do something you're not used to me seeing. You're used to me pulling off the transfer when I'm all done with the paste. But because this transfer is so big and will take time to do, I can't leave that transfer down as long as it would take me to finish this design. The paste would dry and it would pull up the design. So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you here, is release, pull it up where I've done already. And this is a little trick that works if you're working with a bigger design like this. Oh, I love that blue. Okay, so I have lifted this transfer off. It breaks the seal between the transfer and the design. So I can lay this back down just lightly. Don't press it. and I'll be good. I can continue on, and I'll continue doing that throughout. I'm looking for oh, here they are. Throughout this whole process, because this transfer is so big. So each transfer you can only use a certain amount of times. You can use them, they advertise about a dozen times, but I've used 20 times. So it just all depends on how hard you use it. Like if you're using it on metal or glass a lot, it might not last as long as if you were using it on, say, a chalkboard or something that is not so non-porous. You know what I mean? They do last a pretty long time, you know, pretty many uses. All right, now I'm going to do Be Your Best. I think I'm going to do that all in this mustard yellow type of color. Now, I haven't opened this in a while, so I am sure that this is going to need some water added to it, and stir it up until it comes to, oh, this is really, I have not used this in a while, a yogurt-like consistency. I should have checked this before I decided on it, but I like this color. It's, I don't even think we have it anymore. We probably have we have something similar, but we call it something else, because they change out the chalk paste colors periodically. But I just thought it would look good with the blue and the white. So that's my next line, Be Your Best. Getting this stirred up. And then I'm just going to use this stir stick to get it on my board. You know what? This might be too. I don't want to take any chances. Let me grab something similar that's newer that I don't have to mess with so much. Just in the interest of time. You don't all want to sit there and watch me stir chalk paint. I'll work on that later. This marigold color is very similar and gives me the same look that I'm after. And that's much, much better. Okay. So I'm just gonna use my stir stick and just get it spread on there a little bit, and then grab a squeegee and spread this out. I don't have any rhyme or reasons for these colors. I just thought he'd like them. His room is more or less nautical. He has a lot of red, white, and blue. So I didn't want to stray too far from that. But he's 10. So he's going to love it no matter what. Okay. I'm going to grab a smaller squeegee and get some of this excess off and put it back in the jar. Make sure I've got all my areas covered of this line. I think I might have got some blue on that bee. And if we did, it's not the end of the world. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. Just lift this up. Yeah, I got some blue mixed in, but I don't mind that. Be your best. All right, endurance, score, power. I want to do some, I do want to use this shimmer gold, but not right there. What about going back to white for the next line? Does anybody have, oh good, you're watching. Hi, Corinne. This is for Jordan. Is he still awake? Well, I guess he is. It's not that late. This is for his room. So maybe he can help me pick some colors. Okay. anybody local is watching, you can use this at an upcoming workshop if you want to make one. Okay, did I get all of this? Make sure I got all of the silkscreen area covered. Looks like I did. So I'm going to pull this down. I like this. I like being able to show you a line at a time. Woohoo! It looks good. Now what? Let's go back to blue. Score, power, dream big. I kind of want to do the dream big in brown. No, I'm going to do the dream big in this copper shimmer. So I'll do the blue again and score power. Or maybe just do power in the blue and score in something else. Okay. Get all my silk screen areas covered. Got them. Get off the excess, put it back in the jar, and wipe off my fingers. And score, I'm gonna do, I don't know, in white, I guess. What is this process called? This is Chalk Couture. This is, I'm using Chalk Couture products to make this chalkboard. I'm using chalk paste, which goes on wet and dries hard. And I'm using a transfer that is like a stencil, only it's adhesive. And I'll put links to all of these products when I'm done, so you can see. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture, and it's easy DIY high-end home decor, and anybody can do this. You don't need to be an artist, you don't need to be crafty. My next workshop is next Tuesday evening, and the one after that is Saturday the 13th of April. Those are my next two workshops. If you want added to my, if you're local, if you want added, or well, you don't have to be local to be in my VIP group, because I'm going to start doing virtual parties online. So if you want added to my VIP group, comment, add me, and I'll send you the link to join. And you don't need to be local to join the VIP group. You have to be local to come to my in-house workshops, of course. But I'm going to begin online workshops. They're going to be virtual workshops. So if you want to have like a chalk night with your friends at your house and you live in Connecticut, like Casey or something, you know, anywhere, I send you all the products and you get your friends together and I come online and we all do it together. So that'll be fun. I'm going to do Dream Big in, let's do gold in the copper. That's something different. Where can you buy the chalk paint? Is it a specialty paint? Yes, it is. You can only get it on my Chalk Couture site, and it's chalkcouture.com/createandbabble, and I'll be sure to put a link to it when I'm done. Or Corinne, if you're able to add that for me in the comments. The link. Let's see if I can get that. I must have dripped. No, it's not in the silk screen, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to use this shimmer copper. This is brand new for gold. This has got glitter in it. And what a fun, easy way to get glitter on a project without the mess. Because it's built into this chalk paste. It's so pretty. You're welcome. Corinne, if you're still watching, if you could copy and paste the link to the Chalk Couture site, chalkcouture.com/createandbabble. All right, there we go. Scrape off the excess. Dream big. Let's do that again in white. This is so easy. Kids can do this. And they have. So easy. If you can scrape this chalk paste across the surface, you're good. That's all it is. Not much of a learning curve, really. The only thing some people do is they use too much paste, or they leave it on too long before they lift the transfer. But you learn quick. All right, I'm gonna lift this. Make sure I've got all of that. Yeah, I did. Got all that covered. Oh, I see a little bit of the copper that I missed at the top here. Looking good. Looking good. Hi, Linda. Thanks for watching. I love it. This is so cool. So I'm over halfway. How are we doing on time? I don't even know. All right, never give up. Let's do that in white. My 3-year-old daughter helped me with, yes. She loved it and did a really good job. Yes, good. Yeah. Kids love it because, you know, they feel important. They can do it. So I'm going to do these next 2 lines in white. Yeah. My granddaughter, she did it with me. She's 5. Yeah, they absolutely can do it. And they're so proud of themselves because you can't really mess this up. And if you do, you just erase it and do it again. Just wipe it off. Like I almost went too far with that white. That's what's really cool about it. It's forgiving. This, to me, is the best thing since sliced bread. I just love it. Everybody's an artist. Everybody can make pretty things for their homes or as gifts. When I first saw it, I didn't hesitate. So sign me up. I want to work with this company. And they're so on trend with everything too. The artists that they have are amazing. Amazing. Okay. Let's reveal these next 2 lines. Can you guys still see? I didn't even ask. Yeah. Okay, practice makes perfect. Gonna wiggle that a little bit. Looking good. All right, it's time for some blue. I'm gonna do Victory in blue. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for watching. This is just perfect. You know, I guess it's not just for boys, but I thought of my grandson as soon as I saw it. Girls would like it too. Especially girls that are into sports. This off so I can stop getting it all over my fingers. I swear I am the messiest at this. That's my only problem. I'm messy. If only that were my only problem. Okay. Maybe we should start, no, I don't want to peel from the bottom because I don't want to disturb those. Okay. I could use another set of hands here. There we go. All right, we have 2 more lines. And then we're done. Discipline and find your greatness. I'm going to do find your greatness in white, I think. So I'll use that gold color for discipline. That works for me. Let's smear some of this on. You would be a messy Marvin, Casey. Yeah. It's washable. Off your skin. I've gotten it on my clothes. It's not as washable off the clothes, but it does come off your skin. Where is that squeegee? There it is. Okay. It definitely comes off of hard surfaces, for sure. Got it. Okay, did I get all of the open areas? I think I did. And there's one, I'm going to push this up. I should have my apron on for sure on this big design. Okay, let's release this line. Kind of just going with gravity here, against gravity, so it's trying to get some leverage. This looks pretty good. I hope he likes these colors. Corinne, is he gonna like them? Hi, Candy. Comment, everybody needs to comment, comment, because I'm gonna pick a winner from the comments. You have to comment. Let Facebook know you're watching. And if y'all would share, hit the share button on the bottom left of your screen, I'd appreciate that too. One more color. Find your greatness. So we got blue. Should I do blue or white? Blue or white? Hello. Hi, Nina. I do have aprons. I just forget to put them on. I'm looking at one right behind the camera. I'm looking at it. I got a bunch. Thank you. Thank you. I like it too. Does anybody have an opinion about what the last line, what color should be? Should it be blue, white, shimmer gold, the mustard yellow, or the blue? Does anybody have an opinion? First one that comments, I'm going with your color. White. Linda says white. Linda's the winner. She says white. All right. We're going to go with white. today was my husband's 35th work anniversary celebration. So I went in there because, well, some of you know I used to work there. And it was weird being back there because I haven't been there in a while. And I was teasing them saying, I saw an old boss and I said, you know, on my way driving here, as I was coming down that main road to get to the place, and I got in the lane to turn, my stomach started hurting. I was teasing, it really wasn't. But, you know, those feelings come back, like that dread of, oh, I don't want to go to this place. But then I just remind, oh, you don't work here anymore, you're good. It was a good feeling. All right. Let's remove this. Now with this, I could peel from the bottom. Does anybody even work a job at 35 years anymore? That's unusual, isn't it? All right, here we go. Find your greatness. I think this transfer is so big that it's going in the shower. This is not going to fit in any sink to clean. This one's going in the shower. I stick it right to the wall and pull down the shower, you know, the nozzle, the hose, or whatever you want to call it, in the shower and clean it that way. So if anybody's wondering, how do you clean this great big, that's how I do it. There it is. Let me flip it around for you. I see one little goof right there. I'll fix it with a Q-tip. I think that's pretty good. Oops, this way. Love it. Yeah, it is the best way to clean these great big transfers. Stick it right to my shower wall. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for all the comments. That really helps. It helps because the Facebook is stingy. Facebook, they want me to pay to play, you know, for people to see my stuff. And, you know, I'm just small potatoes. I can't afford to pay. So the more you comment and share, the more my stuff will get seen. And I really appreciate that and count on it. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I am so happy with how this turned out. So yes, he is gonna love it. He is. I don't know if my daughter's still on. I know she's home. She's sick. She's got that awful stomach bug going around. So I don't know if she nodded off because she was gonna put the link in here for me. So it would have taken me hours to paint that. Absolutely. And anybody that does like the Cricut or silhouette to make, you know, to cut them out of vinyl, all of that weeding, that would take forever too. And I know some people use the Cricut or silhouette to make, and I used to make vinyl stencils. That takes forever. You've got to design it, you got to cut it, you got to weed it, and guess what? You get to use it one time. This could be used like 20 times. So that's what's so awesome about it. So come to my, and local people, come to my workshop and make one. Use my stuff and make one of your own. If you're not local, buy one from me. I'll put the links to everything and share it with your friends. Or if you're a crafter and make things to sell, there you go. Oh my gosh, what would people pay for this? I don't even know. A lot. This is big. This is 18.5 by 24.5 is the surface on this chalkboard. This is a nice, great big one, and it's not super heavy. I would hang this with command strips, which is what she's gonna have to do because I just noticed that the hook is on the. I did this the other day too. Look, I did it backwards. They hit the things right here, so I can put another one. I'm such an idiot. Thank you. It does look professional. I'm in Lancaster County, Stephanie. I'm in West Hemphill Township. Are you local? He will. I'm reading all of the comments. And so, Linda, I have a bunch of stuff for you anyway. I have your toolkit, and so then you're going to win a little bundle prize for your comment about the white. Oh, you're in Texas, okay. Well, that would be a pretty long trip for you to come. I'm going to Texas in June. I've never been there. I'm going for our conference is there in Dallas. So I'm looking forward to going to Texas for the first time. Lancaster area is, oh, you've been here, Casey? It is. It is nice. I like it. I'm originally from the Pittsburgh area, so I'm a transplant, but I've actually lived here longer than I lived Pittsburgh. Thank you all for joining and for commenting. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Dallas, about 60 miles west of me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm flying into DFW. And the name of the town starts with an A. I don't remember what it's called. But I'm looking forward. I've never been there. Never been to Texas. All right, so I guess I'm going to go watch This Is Us is at 9 o'clock, yet, although it's being recorded, so it's no big deal. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. So 60. No, it's not Austin. It's a little, I don't know, because it's like with the name Addison. That's what it is, Addison. Because the hotel is Renaissance Addison. And somebody says there is an IKEA close. So everybody that's not near an IKEA that's going, all the designers are like all excited. And they're bringing an extra suitcase. I get it because I'm like an hour and a half from the nearest IKEA. So I get that. And how long of a... Oh, Chattanooga. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you very much. I just can't stop looking at it. I really like it too. I think he's gonna like it. I think I need to clean up a little bit underneath that B and this E. But that's it. It's so easy to clean it up too. Like if you have any mistakes, a lot of times what I do is I wet a Q-tip, or I have these little like barbecue sticks or whatever they are, like these skewers, and they'll get like in little places and clean it up for you. Thank you. Now look, yes, I'll put my links in. I'm going to sign off and from this live video, and then I'm going to add the links to everything. Thank you all so very much for watching and for commenting. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back tomorrow. And I think, I'll be back at night because that's when it seems to work out best for everybody. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.